guys, Carrie from Carrie Buys Houses. I am the Win-Win Investor, and today we're going to be talking about how to handle damages after Hurricane Irma. Now, we had a couple of houses that did have damage after the storm where we had to submit an insurance claim, see if we can get some of those damages covered. But in the meantime, we've done a lot of research for you. So we'll just go ahead and share it with you today, and hopefully find some of this information useful for your own properties or in the future. Now, this is the first time I've ever had to submit claims due to hurricane damage, because back in 2004 when we had all the hurricanes, I wasn't a homeowner. I was in college at the time. So this has all been new for me too, but if anyone out there has any other suggestions that we don't cover here, we welcome suggestions and comments because we want to help everyone out as best as possible. So I got, this is actually a pretty good list of a checklist that I got from my insurance agent over at Florida Insurance Planners. These are insurance claims tips following a windstorm or hurricane. Number one, record the date of the storm and save news articles. Now, you probably don't have to do that for Hurricane Irma, since obviously that was a national story. But if you have damage from like a little lightning storm or thunderstorm, hail damage, then you would definitely want to make sure you save the date of when that storm occurred. Number two, assess and record all damage that you see from the ground. So you definitely want to take pictures, take video of all the damage that you see. Number three, have at least 2, if not 3, reputable contractors come over and assess the damage, especially your roof, because it might look okay from the ground to you, but until you get up there with someone who's qualified to look at the roof, there might be damage that you can't see from the ground. So have them give written estimates for all the damage that they see. Number four, contact the claims department of your insurance carrier and provide all of the information to them to make sure that you receive a fair assessment. And I would ask one of your contractors to be present for when the adjuster comes out, the adjuster from the insurance company comes out to take a look at your house. If you can, have the contractor there so he can make sure that they're giving you a fair assessment on the damage. If your claim is denied, remember you're entitled to meet with at least 3 different insurance adjusters, so you can request another evaluation. And you can always contact a public adjuster too. If the insurance assessment is below the deductible, if they come in short of the deductible. A public adjuster is a professional claims handler. They're going to advocate for the policyholder or yourself when appraising and negotiating a claim. So they can be very helpful being your advocate in this, and they usually receive a percentage of the claim, the total claim, so they want to maximize your loss as much as possible. And then again, if the claim is denied or the damages are less than the deductible, even with the insurance adjuster in place, which might happen, it's important to rescind the claim to avoid any increase in premium on your mortgage. So those are just some helpful tips from Florida Insurance Planners. Next, you're probably going to have to hire some contractors to come out and do the work. So just a couple of my own tips that I've came up with my past experience. Some contractors are going to be swamped during this time, especially roofers, tree guys, screen repair guys. So make sure you're scheduling them and calling them as soon as possible, because their schedule is going to get full really quick after these types of storms. Get multiple estimates from reputable contractors. I always go with people who are referred to me through friends, families, or colleagues, as I know that if they had a good experience with them, probability of me having a good experience with them is high. You want to make sure that they are licensed and insured, so make sure that they give you appropriate paperwork before they begin work on your house. Make sure you never pay a contractor in full before the work is done. Most contractors are going to want anywhere from 30 to 50% is typically normal, but never ever pay a contractor in full before the work is done. Those are just kind of some of the tips that you can follow in general when renovating a house, but definitely after you have damage and it's going through an insurance claim. Now, a couple things that you might want to be aware of, and this was a great article that one of my insurance carriers emailed to me this morning, is beware of contractors who knock on your door soliciting services, because they could be storm chasers out possibly to try to scam you. And they may ask you to sign an assignment of benefits over to them. If you sign an assignment of benefits over to your contractor, you've assigned control of your claim over to your contractor. So you never want to do that because at that point, everything has to go through your contractor. You've lost complete control of the claim, and the insurance company won't even be able to give you the check. They're going to have to deal with the contractor. So why is that not good? Well, if you don't know the contractor, they could get insurance money and not do the work. That actually just happened to us on a house that we bought in Longwood. The seller had an insurance claim. Insurance paid the contractor directly, and the director took off and never fixed her house. So we ended up purchasing the house. It was a subject to transaction because she never got the roof fixed, and she couldn't sell it now any longer to a retail buyer. But they might also jack up prices, and you're going to be responsible for the portion of the expense that's not covered with the insurance claim. And again, they're just taking complete control over the claim. So never, if you have any paperwork that you don't understand, make sure you contact your homeowner's insurance company first before you sign any paperwork. Very, very important. Lastly, in regards to FEMA, there was a couple different articles that I printed out, one from the FEMA website. Currently, there's about 37 counties in the state of Florida that have additional, are designated for individual assistance through FEMA. Even if you do submit a claim through an insurance, you might also be able to get some assistance through FEMA, anywhere from storm damage to health and dental. They have grants for temporary housing and home repairs. They also might have long-term low-interest disaster loans from the U.S. Small Business Administration that are available. So there's a couple different ways to apply for FEMA assistance. You can either go online, there's a FEMA mobile app, or there's a number. So just go onto the FEMA website. All the information is pretty readily available. And then I found this great article on, I think this is Orlando Sentinel, just what to expect when putting in a FEMA assistance request. So once an application is filed, a FEMA inspector will come out to schedule an inspection. And that there's no cost for the inspection. It could take up to 2 weeks for the inspector to come out. Make sure you ask for their housing inspector's ID. They will have an ID on you because you don't want to be involved in a scam. And then a couple different things that they recommend you have when the inspector comes is proof of ownership, such as tax records, a mortgage payment, proof of residency, like a driver's license or a utility bill. If you're a renter, they're going to want to see a copy of the lease agreement. But, you know, this can be helpful in addition to the insurance claim that is on your house. So I think that's it for today. So again, anyone out there who has additional information for people, please post it, comment. We want all the suggestions that we can get because there's a lot of people out there that need assistance. So that's it for today, guys. And this will all be up on my blog page at carriebuysHouses.com under Carrie's Corner. And of course, if you or anyone you know is interested in selling a house, please contact me at Carrie Buys Houses. And please tell your friends and family about me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd love to hear your comments and all your suggestions. I'm getting attacked by mosquitoes now, so we're gonna go. I'll talk to you guys next week.